If you're somebody that's thinking about selling courses, or if you're somebody that's thinking about investing in courses, then this video here is going to be one of the most important videos that you ever watch, because this is going to define exactly what is required if you want to be able to do it well. I want to be able to walk you through my $25+ million formula and what it is that I discovered literally after generating well over $25 million in offers through digital products and funnels, and the one main differentiator between what makes it successful as well as what made it tank or fail or bomb big time. And let's begin. By the end of this video, you're going to be able to discover exactly what you should be doing as well as the things to avoid when it comes to either buying courses or selling them. So let's begin with the number one criticism. The number one criticism for every critic for online courses is always this same old, which is,
bro, why do you need to go and buy this $1,000 course when you can go find this information on fill in the blanks for free on YouTube?
And guess what? They're right. If you are selling an offer or a product or a course that is based on information that is found online on YouTube, then ultimately you're creating a commodity, you're competing with a search engine like YouTube and Google, and ultimately you will fail. And you deserve to fail because ultimately you're not having any value add. So the first thing to think about if you're selling courses is, how can I compete with this free information that's available for free, readily, on the internet? And that's gonna be your biggest question. And you gotta realize that it's not difficult to answer that question, which is, the way to think about this is kind of like think about fitness and health, right? Fitness, health, weight loss, everybody wants to be in one way, shape or form fit and healthy, right? No, there isn't a single person in the world that wants to be sick. And at the same time, even though this is something that everybody wants, in terms of the steps and the information, wouldn't you agree that every single piece of information on weight loss and how to get fit and ripped and six-pack abs available on a YouTube video, right? Every single Zumba class, every single yoga movement, every single Pilates, every single workout, every single weightlifting, bodybuilding movement, bench press, sit up, it's available on YouTube, and it's probably millions of videos showing you how to make those moves. So if you had an offer or a course in weight loss, does it mean that I'll never be able to do well selling a product on weight loss? No. Why? Because as long as you understand that your offer and your value add is not based on information, that's how you start to begin this process about thinking about it differently. So the way I like you to think about this is kind of like, if you want to be able to sell an offer, begin by thinking about, well, if I were to think about hiring a personal trainer, why would somebody pay for a personal trainer even when there is information on how to do every single fitness, weight loss, bodybuilding movement freely and really available on YouTube? It is because, what is the value add of this trainer or this coach? Well, number one, it's probably accountability, right? Accountability whereby, hey, you fixed this appointment on Wednesday, I'm gonna make sure that in the best of my capacity, make sure you show up, and when you do show up, I'm gonna keep you accountable. I'm going to kick your ass and help you, make you do and force you do that one extra rep that you otherwise would not have done yourself. I'm gonna push you so that when you do the extra rep and you feel like, oh, I can't do it anymore. Guess what? The trainer comes in and say, give me one more, right? So how many of you would agree that sometimes we need to get our asses kicked to move forward in life? Now, this first differentiator, accountability, is, well, you gotta start thinking about your offers, right? And if you're selling a course, right? A course, the information on its own means absolutely nothing. And that's why most people fail. If you take a look at most course creators, what they're trying to sell is information. But you want to be able to understand that as long as you're selling information, guess what? It's a commodity, it's been done. There's somebody else that has got free YouTube videos on it. There's somebody else who has written a book on it. There's somebody else who's got a PhD and a whole thesis on a topic. You're not going to differentiate through your information. So the first one is accountability. Well, as part of my fill in the blanks, right? So you could be like real estate, you could be in weight loss, you could be in crypto, you could be in whatever market, right? The first thing you think about adding into your offers as your value add is, can I add in accountability? Now, if you think about the fitness trainer, right? I'm going to utilize the analogy over here. what else makes a person get result, and what makes a person want to pay $100 to a fitness trainer an hour when information is freely and readily available. So if accountability is one, what else? Right. Number two is feedback or customization. So maybe you had an injury in the past. Maybe you have a frozen shoulder. Maybe there are specific objectives that you want to be able to accomplish, right? Maybe the main thing for you isn't muscle building but fat loss, right? Based on your unique requirements. Maybe you have an eating disorder, maybe. So based on your unique scenario and circumstances, the trainer is able to customize, right, a specific solution for you and give you that insight and clarity on what to do next, right? So the word here really is insight. People say we live in the world of, information age. I believe we are way past the information age. Information is everywhere. So the next thing I think about when it comes to creating offers is I'm not thinking about selling a course. I'm thinking about, well, can I, as part of my offer, give my audience that insight on what is the next thing that needs to be done so that they can take immediate action and that's customized based on their unique circumstances or requirement, right? So that's the next thing you want to be able to think about, like, am I able to incorporate that as part of my offer? Because when you can do that, that is how you start increasing the perceived value of your offer, right? Insight. This could be through your coaching, right? So just like a coach, if you are in that gym with them, why would a person pay the $100 an hour? It is because when your form is off, when you don't know what is the next thing that needs to be done, right? They'll be there instantly to tell you what's the next thing that needs to be done. Now I'm going to give you all these different angles that you could utilize. You don't need to be utilizing all of them. All I'm asking of you is to start thinking about which different angles is applicable to me, my market, my audience, because by the end of this video, I'm going to give you a bunch of them, and I'd like you to start picking and choosing the ones that you should add to your offer, because when you start adding it to your offer or to your courses, that is when, number one, you're no longer providing what a free YouTube video can provide, but rather something that truly helps your audience at a much deeper level, right? So it's not about packaging a bunch of videos, it's about helping your audience get a specific result that a video can't do. So what else is required? Right? What else is required would be, for example, that would help your audience get faster results. This will be their environment. So write that down, environment. How can I create an environment that helps my audience level up or force them to level up on their own or through the community so they are either motivated or inspired to get that result even faster, right? So as part of offers, what many marketers do is they say,
oh, for $2,000, item number 6 is I'm going to add you to a Facebook group,
right? A Facebook group does absolutely nothing. Nobody cares about a Facebook group. But what could potentially make a Facebook group powerful is the environment, is the people, is the network. So write down the word network. So for example, some of you that might be following me, you'll know that I have been part of masterminds. In fact, I have dropped videos in the past where I talk about what I've discovered as being in $25,000, $50,000 masterminds per year. Now, why do I pay $50,000 a year to be in some masterminds? Well, some of these masterminds, which I've been part of for 5 years, guess what? Information-wise, it's the same information found in a $10 book, right? But it is the environment and the network and the people. Sometimes, guess what? It's maybe one deal. Maybe it's one JV, one potential business, one potential friend, right? That enables the ROI of the entire thing, right? Investment or training or offer or course or event that enables the person investing in that offer to get their entire investment back and many more. And I can tell you that has happened to me multiple times, where it wasn't about the information that I learned at that specific thing, but rather one person that I met, one deal, one opportunity that happened that enabled me to get my investment back. So that's the next thing you want to be thinking about. Can you put them in an environment that forces them to level up so that they can keep each other accountable, so that they are pushing each other, so they're motivating each other, so that they can create accountability partners with each other, so they can add value to each other. And guess what? That also helps you enable you to stop trying to, where the burden of support is on you, but rather now it's on them helping them help each other as well, right? So that would be the environment. Next one would be access. Remember, I'm always thinking about YouTube being your number one competitor. YouTube is also your number one competitor. If you think about it, this video over here, guess what? This video is information, it's free, right? I'm always trying to think about how can I give all of my best information available for free. See, one of the biggest issues that marketers have is a common question that I get asked is, so Peng Joon, how much should I reveal in my course versus how much should I reveal on social media that's available for free? And where do I draw the line? Because if I gave all my best stuff available for free, then nobody's gonna buy my course, right? This is the typical mindset of most marketers, right? If I gave away my best stuff available for free on social media, then nobody's gonna buy my paid stuff. You see, that's a wrong mindset. Why? Because you want to be able to give away all the best stuff. Now, if you've been following this channel, you will know I'm constantly revealing my latest campaigns, my ads, my scripts, right? I'm always doing that for free on this channel. This video can't provide, right, that I can't physically do is I can't keep you accountable on a YouTube video, right? I can't give you coaching and insight based on your unique circumstances based on this video. It's all about all of the other stuff that you want to be able to have on your paid offer. So this could be access. So what is access? Access could be, depending on the market, access could be if you're in real estate. Maybe you'd say, as part of this offer, I'm going to hook you up with the bankers that's going to look at your credit score and rating to help you fix your credit so that you can leverage the banks. Access could be, as part of this e-commerce offer, you are going to be able to get my top suppliers from China, where that's going to help you decrease your cost by a very conservative 20%, right? Access could be, you're going to get access to my motivated sellers and my list of motivated sellers who are usually looking to sell properties at a very conservative 15% below market value. You see, this is when you're trying to hook people up to a specific thing, access to something, access to a database, access to suppliers, access to a community. I remember when one of my friends had an offer for an Instagram course. Now, Instagram course, it's overly saturated, it's highly competitive, and in most cases, you know, information-wise, it could be found on pretty much every YouTube video. But there was one element in the offer, which was a $2,000 offer, that made it a no-brainer to me. I bought this $2,000 offer, not because I wanted the course at $2,000, right? But because of access. One of the components as part of the course was, as part of anybody that makes this investment, I am going to hook you up the people that is doing these IG giveaways where you get to go in at cost, there's no markup, and you get to deal direct with these people that is doing these Instagram giveaways. Now, when this Instagram giveaway was a thing, you know, it was a big thing like 3 years ago, I knew that just by being able to get access to that is well worth over $2,000 to me, as a result of being able to deal direct, without the markups, without the middle person, right? So that is what you want to be thinking about. Can you give your audience access to this specific network, or you, or community, or suppliers, or bankers, or investors? Because when you can do that, that doesn't necessarily cost you more time, but you're giving them this connection. Now that is going to give your audience a lot more ROI, right? Where you could give them access to, for example, different publishers, if you are in the space of publishing books, right? So that would be access. Now, as I go through all these different methods, I want you to start thinking about which one applies to you most. Which, by the way, if you don't really know right now, like in front of me, there's no notes. I've got like nothing in front of me right now, okay? And what I'm trying to get you to see is the reason why I can think about this like without referring to any laptop or notes or stick like in front of me is because this is literally what I do on a daily basis when I'm creating my offers, right? And that's why I know it firsthand. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to, number one, let me know in the comments section. We're always picking out 3 different winners for our giveaway prizes, event tickets worth $997 and above. Let me know your biggest takeaway below. Also, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. Switch on the bell notification if you haven't already done so, if you want to be able to be the first to be notified whenever we drop a new video. Okay, so next thing, now that we've covered these different angles, what else is next? You want to start thinking about, well, the best way to think about this is, well, what else isn't a YouTube video doing? And what can I do to really help my audience get the result? So the next thing would be resources, right? What are resources? Resources could be something that is handed over to them so that now it's either a done with you or a done for you thing. So that now if it's done with you, let's begin done with you, right? So what this video do? This video, I can't do it together with you, right? Whatever result that you want, I can't do it together with you because I can't look at what you're doing and saying, I can't look over your shoulder, right? I can't do it together with you. I can't hold your hand and show you step by step or move by move. But which, by the way, those are words you should be writing down, right? Look over my shoulder, step by step, move by move. Why? Because it implies that it's a done with you experience. If you are selling a course on, say, Forex, right? Nobody cares about a course on Forex. Why? Because it's found on a YouTube video, right? And again, if all you did was sell information, that is when you're gonna have critics bashing you saying,
bro, you're just selling a product that's available on YouTube.
Now, same thing here. If you are thinking about investing in offer, you want to look at offers where they have these components that you can't find on a free YouTube video. Does that make sense? So when people say, it's stupid to invest in courses, guess what? It's true if the course is just about information. But if the course has got all these other elements, that's when it's different. Now, one of the reasons why I invest so much in myself and courses is because it's not just so much for information. It is for application. It is for implementation, right? Now, if you think about implementation, which is another word you should be writing down. Now, what is implementation? Implementation implies that it's done with you, right? So, for example, I've got offers which is based on like implementation weeks, right? So one weekend you're gonna come in, I'm going to do it together with you. That's one. So let's say if you have a Forex course, don't sell a Forex course. A course means nothing. If you think about, well, how can I make it done with you? It would be, well, when you're gonna come in, we are gonna do it together. I'm gonna show you my mindset before and the signals that I look at before making a trade, right? Everything's gonna be done with you. Now, the highest level, if you wanna increase and massively increase the perceived value of your offer, that's when you're gonna think about, well, can I make it done for you? This is where, as part of your course, can I give them this thing where the heavy lifting is done, where they're going, you know what? I just need to either plug and play or fill in the blanks. Be sure to write down these words. These are great words to be utilized in your copy, right? Can I utilize these resources done for you so that I can model and deploy, so that I can fill in the blanks, right? All these words, what does it imply? It implies that I don't have to lift a finger. It's given to me on a silver platter. I just need to go ahead and consume and plug and play and fill in the blanks and model and deploy. Rather than selling a course on sales, right? Nobody really wants to learn. Now, as part of that information, right? The information is what glues everything together. You're gonna say, right? Rather than teaching you how to do sales, I'm gonna give you the actual script so that you can just change out the company name, right, which is what we use in-house, to your company name so that your salespeople can start doing as well. This would be resources. So rather than saying this is a course on email marketing, nobody cares about a course on email marketing, right? But rather they would prefer, as part of this training, as part of this course, you're also gonna get my top 100 email titles of all time with the highest open rates. Right? Guess what? So that all you gotta do is model, copy and paste, fill in the blanks. So now these resources, it implies it's done for you. Okay, so what does this mean it's done for you? These could be templates. So rather than saying, oh, this is a course on ads, it would be, I'm going to give you my best frameworks and templates so that you can model, copy and paste, fill in the blanks when it comes to ads. Same thing for, let's say, videos, right? Rather than saying,
well, this is another course on videos.
Now, some of you that might follow me, you'll know that I have a training called the Videos Challenge. Now, Videos Challenge is a challenge where you get to do 21 videos in 21 days. Now, I'm not here to sell you that course or the offer, but if you really think about it, that is another course on video. And when it comes to video courses, guess what? It's super red ocean, highly competitive, and there are literally probably, I'm guessing, thousands of courses that covers video marketing. But that funnel, Videos Challenge, is $1 million funnel in a super red ocean topic. Why? Because it comes from the angle of done with you and done for you. What is done with you? Done with you is because it's a challenge. I'm going to be giving you the insight. I'm going to give you the different scripts, hand it to you so that you can model them, copy them, start getting practice, right? As part of the challenge, it's going to be fun, it's going to be engaging, there are prizes to be won. Guess what? Engagement in terms of the odds of somebody actually doing it to completion is a whole lot higher. It's fun, right? It's exciting. They're in a community. It's not just another course where they logged in, got a username and password, and now they're left to do it on their own. And whether they do it or not, right? It's all on them now. So in other words, it's still a course, but the differentiator now is I'm giving them the scripts. I'm giving them the hooks, the different titles, the done with you and the done for you. As part of the training, I will log in. I will also give feedback, right? Which is the insight on how to improve right? Which is what a one-way YouTube video like this one can't do, right? So that is how I'm always thinking about all of my offers in terms of increasing the perceived value, which is the number one reason why most courses fail. Most courses, 98% or more of people fail because they think that a course is on information. And if it's based on that, take a look at all of the Udemy courses. Most Udemy courses, what is that? That's all information. And that is why most Udemy courses will not sell for more than $100. If you want to start increasing the perceived value and also at the same time help your audience at a much deeper level to make sure they actually don't do it, to increase their chance of participation as well as completion of your product, your offer, and your information, make sure you have all these other components included as part of your offer. And that way, that's how you start making a whole lot more, but also genuinely helping your audience on a much deeper level. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. And if you truly want to get good at understanding offers and selling them, be sure to binge watch this entire playlist that's going to appear in front of you right now in 3 seconds. Here we go.